How managing money can make or break a relationship. We are rolling here. Money and marriage. You know the number one reason for couple conflict and divorce is money argument. Truly is money argument. You cannot take money out of marriage just because of the society that we live in, right? Now, so when it comes to money, I do get so many questions from you about, okay, so Dan, how do you guys manage your finances as a couple? Do you make those decisions together? Do you sometimes have do you have separate account? What if we are not couple? We're not married yet. Like, how does that work? How do you know how much you should disclose? All these questions, we're gonna talk about that. So first, I think it's very important that when you, as a couple, that you have the same value and same belief systems, right? Because I think with the type of work that I do, I believe every person has a what I call money blueprint. Okay, you have one, your partner has one.
Yep.
And chances are they pick up that blueprint from their parents most of the time. So let me give you an example. So let's say my money blueprint as I was younger, although my family, my dad kind of like a middle class, right? Reasonable amount of money. Actually, at one point he had a lot of money because of my granddad, the inheritance from it. But he lost all of that money. But there was a period of time when I was very young, maybe just 7, 8 years old, that I do feel wealthy and abundant, right? My dad had like a Mercedes, like back then I'm talking like 80s, like with a cell phone, like a car, one of the mobile phone in the car like that, right? He had one of those things. He had one of those big, huge, a brick kind of phone, right? He was the very first people to have that. And we always, growing up, I always had a maid in Hong Kong to take care of everything. So, and as a young guy, because I had like a lot of like relatives and aunts, so growing up during Chinese New Year, right, where I would get a lot of those back pocket money. So I always have plenty of money in my mind. So I have so much money, like I could get the toys that I want. I don't need to beg my parents to get it. I have enough money just from the pocket money accumulate. If you watch my other story, I talk about how I make money during the happy Chinese New Year, right? Like, so I know, so at a young age, I know how to kind of make money and do all these things. And so because of that, I always have this abundant mentality. Oh, this, in my mind, my money blueprint is there's always plenty of money. I always have money with me, right? Now, on the other hand, if your partner has a different money blueprint, that they are the savers, right? They're a little bit more frugal, or their parents, the way they're brought up, then you will have a little bit of conflict because this is the abundance mindset, and you can have a partner that has a scarcity mindset. That's a different money mismatch, money blueprint. So let's say when you are growing up with your parents, what is that like?
Well, I gotta say, my grandma and grandpa from my mom's side, they were very frugal.
Very
because
frugal.
They came from very tough time back in China.
China, yeah.
So they cannot have enough food, don't have shelters, they have to work really hard for everything. Although my grandma right now, she's quote unquote pretty rich grandma, but then she's super frugal. She doesn't want to like afford to a maid to clean up the house. She's usually by herself, everything. Just holds on all the cash, money. But then on the other hand, my dad, which my dad's side of grandma and grandpa, although they don't have much money, because my grandma from my dad's side, she was kind of like it was kind of rich family. Yeah. So they were kind of like a big family back then in China, and then so she would always teach my dad how to appreciate good things or have the good food, and then how to
The finer things in life.
exactly.
Yep.
So my dad would had a little bit from my grandma, but my mom was super frugal. So when they get married, they constantly fight for money a lot. And then my dad was trying to teach my mom how to appreciate new things. Of course, over the time it's getting better, but in the very beginning time, it was not.
Yeah, because if you have the abundance mindset, let's say you're always like, okay, I'm a spender, and then
Yeah.
you have a partner that's a saver.
Yeah.
That's a mismatch in money blueprint. You'll always have this conflict. It's a source of conflict, right? Let's go on the vacation.
Yes.
No, you don't go on the vacation. Let's save for the rainy day. Oh, I want to go on the vacation. You have this thing going on. So I think being able to communicate and share kind of appreciate both because you need both,
Yes,
right?
yes.
But
Find a
also
balance
find a
point.
balance and knowing that you have a money blueprint, usually picked up by your parents, and then knowing that you got to communicate and knowing that you have to share the same value and goals of where you want to go.
Exactly.
So example would be the spenders, like, you know what, I like the finer things in life, right? You need to show the saver, fine, you could have the finer things, but how can you do that and enjoy that without putting our security in jeopardy, without risking the money that we have? You can just, I'll go into debt, we enjoy, forget about this, I'll worry about later. No, no, no. You gotta have a plan for the savers to know, yes, we can take vacation, however, only if we have enough money saved up, we have our investment, our financial future secure, we could do that.
Yeah.
But
And also goes back to your value system or value beliefs. There's always one part of the things like everybody just spend big bucks of it.
Yeah.
Stupid money.
Yeah, we all have one of those.
We all
right?
have one. So some ladies maybe shoes or bags or clothes. For guys
Maybe watches, maybe
phones, or
phones,
maybe cameras,
technology,
or maybe toys.
toys, video games. I don't
Yeah,
spend
maybe
money
toys.
on toys.
Or stupid money on toys.
That's called a very wise return.
Exactly.
investment.
See, that's what I'm
Right.
talking about. So everybody has that, and then you have to know the other partner. What is their big spending area?
Yeah.
Give them a little bit of room, not too much, but give them a little bit of room for them to fulfill, get satisfaction from
True.
it, right?
Like, don't be so, even if you're a saver kind of blueprint, but you gotta give the spender something, right? You gotta, oh, you know what? Maybe we're making this much. I'll give you this much for you. It's called play money. You can use that, do your thing. You want to golf, you want a vacation, you want to buy the toys, you want to buy the stereo, you want to buy the TV, you buy the whatever, games, whatever. Do that, it's okay. But then, think about out of money, we got to think about our future as well, right? Invest in our future. I think that's a very important. So number one, understand your blueprint. We appreciate both each other's blueprint and communicate. Second thing is, I get this question a lot. So who should be in charge of the money? Like if I'm the man of the family, I'm the one that's bringing the most amount of money. Does that mean I manage all the finance? Or does it mean my wife, you don't touch the finance? Or on the other hand, you have like successful woman that's bringing the money. And then, man, you just take care of the kids, you don't touch the money. What's the answer? Is it man or is it woman? I'll give you the answer. It's very simple. I believe money is attracted to those who know how to multiply. Money is attracted to those who know how to multiply. So what I believe in is within the household, it could be the wife, it could be the husband. Who knows how to multiply the best should be in charge of the money. It's that simple. So it could be that I have friends of mine where the husband is the one that's making the money, but the wife is much better at managing and investing it. Like she could be good with real estate, she could be good with like investing in stocks, whatever. She's much better at multiplying it and managing it than the wife should be managing it. The husband, man, we just focus on bringing the money. That's a very good relationship. On the other hand, vice versa, you have maybe a woman that's very good at making it. She's also very good at managing it. If she's good at both, then she should be in charge of the finance. It's very simple. Who is better at it? There's no ego involved because you're working as a unit. You want the unit to do better as a couple. So there's no ego. Oh, I'm the one that's making the money. I'm supposed to be in charge, right? You don't have
I'm
no
the
say.
one making the money. I know how to spend it.
I want to spend whatever damn way I want.
Exactly.
No, if you know how to make it, because I see entrepreneurs all the time where they know how to make it, they're very lousy at keeping it.
Yes.
Right? You look at their net worth and finance, it's like this. You don't want that. So you have to recognize your own weakness. Because chances are, not all the time, but chances are, if most people who are very good at making it, usually they're not very good at keeping it. That's from my experience, right? Now, with us, this is kind of a little bit exception. I happen to be very good at making it, managing it, and investing it. That's what I do, right? That's my thing. That's my gift. So yes, I do manage my finances. I do control like where the money goes. However, I always consult with my wife
Exactly.
So-
So this is the basically a bonus point is whoever is the one multiplying the money, you have to sell your vision, your plan to the other partner to have to get their trust 100% before you guys moving forward together. That is very, very important. You cannot just make decision. Oh, you said let me in charge, I'll make this decision. I don't need to talk to you. This is what I'm gonna do.
And unfortunately,
that.
you hear these stories where like it could be the husband, the alpha man, that they make a lot of money, could be millions of dollars, and then they make some stupid investments, and the ego stops them from talking about it. They don't want to communicate. So the wife doesn't know. The wife is still doing what she does, housewife, taking care of the kids, doing all the stuff that you do, right? I mean, even spending money, right? And the husband is stressed out. What you don't know is, you know what? I made a bad investment. I'm now millions of dollars in debt.
Yes.
Because we don't want to talk about it. Conflict happens, right?
That was too
Right,
late.
and then suddenly, you know what, wife, we're 2 months away from bankruptcy. The wife is like, what the hell is going on? How come you didn't communicate?
You
That
can't
is-
drag your other partner to this.
you cannot do that.
Yeah.
So every big investment that for every single investment, for a big investment, even actually me for like small things, I would still, even I buy like stupid money, like a toy, a figure, I would say, oh, you know, I'm gonna buy this.
Did
And
you?
I didn't buy it yet.
Have you?
Not yet.
Okay.
But I
Because
will.
you never told
But
me.
I will. But I will. So, because of that, you always communicate. That to me, it's a sign of respect.
Yes.
It's truly a sign of respect. Now, I could buy something for a couple $1,000. Really, do I? Like she won't even notice.
No,
But she won't. But I would say, you know what? I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna invest in this. Invest in this, right?
a toy?
In a toy, right? They do go up in value. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Anyway, so that kind of thing, right? So that communication is the sign of respect. I think is pretty important. When you do that, you won't have those issues.
Yes.
And when one thing about us, when we have a win, let's say we close a deal, we have a windfall of money or some investment made money or whatever it is, we always celebrate as a couple. So then we make this money, great. Let's take some of that, right? A percentage of that. Let's just blow it. Let's just get some. I'm gonna get something that I've always want to get.
Yes.
You're gonna get something you always, no guilt. It's like, you know, honey, we're gonna just spend some money, right? I'm gonna buy that watch. You're gonna buy that bag, right? It's okay. 10K, let's do it. We don't think about it. That's okay. So that celebration, I think it's good for the relationship. Now, I'm not saying you gotta spend 10K, whatever it is for you, or maybe go out for a nice dinner, right?
Yeah.
Right? Or that, whatever it is. But as a couple, they celebrate the win. Remember, success breeds success. Now you have that celebration. Now after that, let's sit down and say, okay, how can we have more of this, right? How can we continue this momentum and success? See, now the money accumulates. I'm telling you, when we were growing the company, right? When we were building the business, building the empire, even though there was some ups and downs, there was always like challenging times.
Yes.
But we didn't fight. We didn't fight over money. It was just focusing on solutions. Say, hey, you know, even me, I made bad investment. I lost a lot of money. But she never said, oh, you stupid. Why did you do that? I thought you're this smart businessman. Why did you make those moves? Why did you should have known better. She never said, okay, well, we lost the money.
Yeah.
You know, what have we learned from that? I said,
Yep.
okay, next time, make sure I don't do that anymore. Okay, then, you know, we move on. So that's money and marriage. You cannot separate the two. And as a man, you know, as a woman, same thing. Divorce is very costly. Divorce in North America is very costly, okay? So part of it, that communication, I think of that as, it's not just, oh, I don't want to communicate. That's an investment. Because communication is a lot cheaper than a divorce.
Yes.
Okay, a lot cheaper. So you gotta communicate, right? Yeah. So those are the tips. Money, marriage, how money, managing your money can make or break a relationship. It truly could. Comment below. Let us know your thoughts. What's your relationship with money? What's your money blueprint? What's your partner's money blueprint? And maybe how this video has helped you resolve some of those issues. We love getting your comments. Also, your comments give us ideas on what other questions you might have, right? So comment below, give us a thumbs up, and also, of course, click the subscribe button. Make sure you click the subscribe button, right? And also check out our playlist right here, Alpha Man, Smart Woman. We upload a new video every single week just for you on relationship, on money, on business, on everything about relationship, how to make a relationship work. Until next time, remember, behind every successful man, there is a
Smarter woman.
smarter woman. I'll see you in the next episode.